Hey y'all, hey! Happy 2019! Okay, I know that I'm late with saying Happy New Year or 2019 and with posting the video because it's been a while. And this is gonna be quick because I actually just got home. Seeing clients all day, and I actually have class in a few minutes. I may be late actually, and so, but I needed to just go ahead and do this video really quickly while it was on my mind because I keep forgetting to do so. So for one, yes, I do celebrate New Year. I know people celebrate New Year at different times of the year. That's perfectly fine. I don't miss energetic portals if I can help myself. So regardless of some of the other things that we know, there's a lot of energy that was popping and be popping on New Year's Eve and January 1st and with the holidays, and I utilized the energy. So yes, I did celebrate and do celebrate. But I wanted to just check in with you guys. One, the reason I haven't been posting as much as, I've just had a lot of transitions going on, which are all ascension related. And it's been a journey. I'm continuing on the journey. But there were some things that caused me to really take a step back and just really reflect more inward and just going through this process, and it happens. But I will be making a more conscious effort to post more regularly this year for sure. And while I do know initially I stated that I was going to share a lot of my experiences, and I still will. I know, sorry y'all. When you start seeing yourself on video, you're like, what? That doesn't translate to how I feel like you look in person, but okay. And I will, but there are some things that right now Spirit said was not to be shared. It was for me. And it's probably because during this process, and when you're going through the ascension process, and when you're really working on you, it takes so much inward reflection and dedication and connection to Spirit that while I'm not allowing saying that anyone outside of myself has control, but while I am deprogramming and rebuilding and shifting my own paradigms and thoughts and mentality, I don't want to be distracted or influenced by anything outside of myself. So I think it was just important to kind of go inward a lot. And the holidays as well caused a lot of energetically, but it's all good. So I really just wanted to jump on just to say hey, and just to talk about that a little bit, because I know we're coming off the holidays, but with that, there is still a lot of energy circulating around that is very melancholy, low, depressed, a lot of sadness. Some of the things that we do actually see an increase in these, even statistic wise, in the winter, right? And when summer and spring is gone, and when the sun is not up as long, and it's not as bright, and the temperature is cold, and the trees are bare, and the flowers aren't blooming, and all that good stuff. But really, to be honest with you, I am one that's also affected by the seasons. But with that, you really can utilize all of that and transmute that to work for your good. There are some things that you can do to help with the sunlight and kind of missing some of that energy. And some of that would be literally you can take vitamin D as a supplement for yourself, because many of us have vitamin D deficiencies. Mine is so low, it's ridiculous. My doctor was like, girl, this makes no sense. Do you ever go to hell outside? And I do. You also can even work with some energies that represent the sun, such as Ra, the lovely Oshun herself. They're both very great with kind of giving you that sun charge, that boost, that energy. His energy is very powerful and strong. That comes with that as well. She is very uplifting with her energy. And I'm not getting into pantheons and all that stuff. I'm just giving you guys some tips. There's crystals and stones that you can utilize, specifically sunstones, to connect to that energy. And there's a lot of other ones as well. Um, but more importantly, I think this is a great time for using the energy of the season. And so what that means is right now, the moon is out. The moon is popping, to be honest with you. And we actually have an eclipse coming up again. The energy right now is so cool and calm and reflective, and the earth is resting and rejuvenating herself. And that's the energy that we really should be tapping into versus being focused on the fact that summer and spring is gone. Excuse me, I'm trying to get some of this hair out my face. I feel like every time I do a video, my face is being hidden from you guys, and that's not my intention. And I didn't put any makeup on, but okay. So, I have lip gloss on because my lips gotta stay popping a little bit. It's cold outside. But anyway, so the moon. So what this is a great time to just go inward. Like, this is a time of harvesting and planting and working on yourself and intuition. This is all this feminine goddess energy is, right? And reflection, and just really planting the seeds for what you are manifesting this year and the things that you are bringing forth and calling forth from the spiritual realm into the physical realm. And if you really think about it more from that perspective of what this is and really connecting to that energy, it really will shift some of that and can shift some of that for you, especially if you utilize some of those other tools. You work on your grounding techniques as well. And while I know it's hard to ground outside because it is cold, if you can, that's great. Even if you take a moment to connect with a tree, they definitely still can transmute energy even during the winter time. Because I had to connect with a tree a couple of weeks ago when I was sick, and I just had to go outside and just release. And instantly I felt an energetic shift, right? So, however, with trees, if it is very cold, something you can do, but when I have done this in the past, I ask for permission because they are a sentient being. To gather or to take a piece of the tree with me. So if that is me pulling leaves off the tree or taking a stem or some bark, whatever that is, I always speak to the tree about it and offer it gratitude and shea. And I've actually been able to utilize that in my home when I was doing some grounding techniques as well. You can meditate and just connect with earth energy. You can definitely use water inside to do this as well. Trying to think of some different ideas. Soil and dirt. You can dig some up from outside. If it's too cold to dig, you can purchase soil and dirt and utilize that inside for grounding too. It has worked for me. Pets are great. You can utilize Reiki, to do some healing sessions and things like that as well. But it is also just raising your vibration, being active, making a conscious choice to tap into, to pull the energy that is circulating right now. And so the reality of it is most people don't like to sit with themselves. And that's what this time is. And so because of that, those are the people a lot of times who struggle during this period. But if you take the time out and really do that and connect with self and spirit and utilize that energy, the upliftment that comes with that and the blockages that will be removed from that are amazing. And 2019 is a 12th year, which carries the vibration of 3. And this year is going to require a little bit more diligence when it comes to manifesting. Not to say that it's going to be difficult necessarily, but due to the energy that's circulating, the shift that's happening here on our lovely planet, it does require more discipline and diligence on our behalf when we're actually working our magic. We're manifesting every day. We create every day. It's not always self-honoring. And so I say that to say that this is a perfect time for working on yourself to remove those limiting blocks, for cleansing and releasing, transmuting, so that you can have everything that you desire and more in 2019. And that's what I want for us all to be all that we are, which is everything, right? And that's what this video is, was more so just saying hello to you guys and reminding you of that. To remember that two things: energy is everything. You are an energetic being, which means tap into the energy and the frequencies that is circulating for you. That's not a negative thing. That's not being an energetic vampire. Universal energy is abundance. The energy of the moon is abundance, right? What goddess energy, all this stuff is abundant. You can definitely utilize it for your benefit. As well as coming off the holidays, you know, that I know that was definitely overwhelming for a lot of people. I've seen a lot of posts, and even for myself, I enjoy my family at the holidays. We typically have a good time. We don't typically have much drama or anything of that nature. And we didn't, but it still can be overwhelming. Like, there was just a lot of energy, a lot of things going on. So even though it was laughter and positive energy, when you have energy coming at you 100 miles per hour from a million different directions, even if it's fun and laughter and positive, that still can be overwhelming. It still can, anything can be overwhelming or a bit much. And so I had to really ground myself and definitely cleanse and shield myself during this time, just because of all that was circulating around and just spending so much time with people, because I'm really introverted at heart. Like, I'm both. But when it comes to actually charging self, it really, I come from that individually, getting myself together with myself and with spirit. And I can only do people for periods of time where I'm like, okay. And everybody in my family knows that. Like, if you've been with me for a week, I'm going to get ghosts for a few days or a week or so after that, because I have to kind of get myself back in alignment. And that's just, you know, it gets easier and better with time as I continue to practice. But that's just something to remind yourself and to not feel bad about that. And it doesn't mean that you don't love your family or anything that's going on, but to know that it's okay to shield yourself to a certain degree. It's not about disconnecting yourself off from people or blocking. You don't want to have a guard and this big wall up where you're not connected to people and to experiences and to things, but there's that little shield just kind of works as like a little protection, a little like a filter for you, right? And so, and also as a transmuter. So definitely, and for the empaths out there, that's also very important, which for anyone who don't know what an empath is, I don't get into a long definition because there's so much of a deeper meaning to it, but basically someone who is definitely attuned, you know, in tune with energy, feelings, the emotions of others, and others do not have to be people. That could be our planet herself, animals, plants, flowers, house vibrations and places. It just goes so deep. And when you are empathic, it is definitely, it's important for everyone. And when you are empathic, it is really important to make sure that you are cleansing, grounding, clearing, you know, and protecting yourself. But also, what's the most important, to be honest with you, is knowing yourself. Because when you know yourself, you can separate what's your shit and somebody else's shit. And so, and most empaths don't know, like, especially if you've had this gift. A lot of empaths don't. I'm not going to say that, but from my experience, because this is a gift that's been with you forever. And so your being gets so caught up and wrapped up in everybody else's being that you almost don't even know the difference between. And so this is another reason why I still do need to spend time with self and to go inward and to reflect and to utilize this time, because once you master that, which self-mastery is not perfection, we'll get into that later, another video, but just so you can really know, like, there's times where I do experience shifts and I'm like, wait a minute, and I check myself, that's not me, because I know typically what my vibration is, what I feel like, what my sway is like, the kind of thoughts and things that I have. And so when something is coming at me that's really outside of myself, I'm like, right? And so it's that moment of checking that, and especially when we're spending so much time, like at the holidays, with people, and just because that time is over doesn't mean that you have released that energy. So I definitely want to say to make sure that you're releasing and cleansing, because it's really important to be throughout this year, like I say, very diligent, very conscious with what you're creating, what you're doing, in order to have everything that you desire. Not going to get on a tangent. I just again wanted to say hello, quick video. I'm pretty sure I'm late for my class now, which my class is my mentorship. If you don't know, I am an apprentice of M. Rain. I love her so much and dearly. I've mentioned it before, but number one thing, and I don't know how I forgot to mention this, is aura. Seal your aura. Make sure your aura is sealed. And she has a great video on her page, which is Lucretia Haynes Reyno, that talks about aura. It's a very simplistic technique that anybody can utilize. It does not take a lot of time once you've practiced it a few times, and it definitely does work. So I would suggest looking up for that video, and if not doing that, then to make sure you look up or do some different things to make sure you seal your aura. But cleanse, 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 and release. Let's make this the best year. I mean, it's going to be a great year, a prosperous year, but we have to do our part. And the shifts that are coming on our lovely planet is going to be something to look out and watch, okay? That's all I'm going to say right now, but there's a lot of shifting in the air, and so this is the time to align with those shifts and to be able to really recognize the energy that's circulating and to utilize that to your control and to your benefit, which is really what magic is, outside of the divinity within you, which is magical, right? But it really is being able to manipulate energy and to create the things that you want based on whatever circumstances and what's happening around you. And so that's at the core of what manifesting is. But we have to vibrate on that level of what we are manifesting in order to bring that forth. And it's imperative to make sure to keep yourself energetically, emotionally, mentally sound and clear, physically as well. Let me not minimize that, but so that's mostly just my message. Again, hey y'all, hey. Y'all will be seeing more of me. What I do want to say is, oh yeah, so some of the things I do know that's coming forward, because I just was like, what? Messages. I am going to be doing a couple of videos with some energies. There's definitely some messages that have come through or is coming through by some energies who want to be heard and shared, that I will be posting. One for sure will be, again, the lovely goddess diva herself, Oshun, because she is in my ear right now. And she is ready to have her information put out there, okay? She has been riding me for a minute with a bunch of different things, so there's a lot of stuff to come, even with some products very soon to help you connect with some of these energies, as well as I actually will be guest speaking in this moon lunar energy class and I will be teaching on moon and energy and your wellness. So if you don't follow me on social media, please do so. Thank you. My Instagram is mystically me. That's with a K. So MYSTIKALLYME. That's my Instagram. There's actually a flyer on there with a discount code, which is Allura19, ALLURA 19. And you can utilize that for, right now it's actually $20 off for the class. I believe the class is $40 or $45. It's either $40 or $45, and it's a 4 or 6 week class. I should know, but it's not, I'm not teaching the whole time. So, but still, to get a class for a month for, $40 for $20 off, that's a deal. And there's going to be some amazing information shared. I think it'll be great to learn this during this time. It starts on the full moon and the eclipse. I will actually be doing a Reiki giveaway during that class to participants for a session. I did an amazing full moon release, cutting cord energy release session with some other individuals in a group last month. And that was a really powerful ritual. And there are some reviews on my Facebook page, which is Realm of the Mystic. And that's Mystic with a K, so MYSTIK. You can find me there. Please like my page as well and subscribe to my YouTube. You can find me on Facebook as Allura, Allura Mystique. And the reason why it's important to actually like and follow my Instagram and Facebook pages are because I'm going to be doing this actually throughout the year. And this is spirit led, where I'm going to be doing some free ritual energy healing sessions. A lot of it will be in the group, and it's powerful. Trust me, it works. And it's really spirit led. And the participants are going to be given to me based upon the number that spirit says as well. And it's first come, first serve. And I announce it first on my social media pages. So that's a great way to be able to get in where you fit in, okay? But I also will of course, I do offer Reiki individual as well, and coaching as well. And I can also do some aura sealing for you too, so you can definitely hit me up. My page is under construction, but it's there and it's coming. It'll be some great things in store very soon. Yeah, and so 2019 is simply amazing. I feel it. I do feel the discipline that is needed as well, so I have to get my ass in check too. But I can feel the shift, and I'm excited for the shift that's occurring on our planet. And she's been working with me a lot, even with healing and realizing some of the things that I go through with my allergies and physical symptoms are actually in alignment with her, and the changes occurring with her. And so this is why I'm saying grounding and meditating and going inward is so important, because it's really made a difference in my life as well, with actually healing my physical body too. So yes, I'm gonna get out of here before I miss my class, but I really just wanted to say hey to you guys, and to know that I will be back, and I will be posting more and sharing more, and have so many things in store to come. And I hope that you guys like and subscribe and follow and chat and communicate with me. And yes, I look forward to sharing this experience of 2019 with you all. So until next time, bye.